Food court shooting. An afternoon of shopping at Cumberland Mall Saturday broke down into chaos when someone fired a gun in the food court. Officials confirmed today it was not related to a fight over new sneakers, despite social media chatter. Zaire Denolau and Jawir Pons are both charged in the confrontation. The man who was shot is expected to recover. The mall was open today. It was business as usual.
The wife of a county official in North Georgia faces charges for dumping a soda on a reporter's head. According to witnesses, Abby Winters, wife of Chattooga County Commissioner Jason Winters, poured a drink on Casey Bryant, saying, quote, she deserved it. Winters told police she tripped and accidentally spilled the drink on Bryant, who is a reporter for the website allongeorgia.com.
Today, flags across the state fly at half-staff in honor of a Georgia sailor killed in an attack on a Florida Naval Air Station. 21-year-old Airman apprentice Cameron Walters was shot and killed alongside two fellow sailors in Pensacola. A procession was held Friday, and his funeral was this afternoon. The Navy has posthumously awarded Wings of Gold to all three airmen. The FBI is investigating the Pensacola attack as a presumed act of terrorism.
Boeing will stop production of its troubled MAX 737 jet starting next month. The company says it's a temporary halt, but the news comes as it struggles to get approval from regulators to put the planes back in the air. Airlines have also been excluding the planes from their schedules since the MAX was grounded following two deadly crashes overseas. Boeing says there won't be immediate layoffs at its plant near Seattle, but the ripple effect could cost jobs at some of the 900 companies that supply parts for the jet.